Sharp Game here. Welcome to another episode coming at you from ChooseYourRelationships.com. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about why I wish I didn't get married. Why I wish I didn't get married. And if you've been following me for a while, you're probably a little surprised that I'm making a statement like this. Because there's this perception that people that travel a lot and been around a lot of women, had a lot of experience with women, people that you see on television, there's this perception that we got it all figured out. And nothing can be further from the truth. What I would say is I have more wins than losses. That's what I would say. I have much more wins, more victories, much more happiness, much more. I have some of the best friends ever in my life. This is really my best life that I've ever been living since I've been alive. That's what I would say. I'm not perfect, but I wouldn't want to do anything over. I don't have any regrets. But what I would say, the reason why I would say that I wish I didn't get married is because of the outside influences of our marriage. Now, you have to hear me out. Now, keep in mind, my wife is from another country. She's from Japan. And if you've ever been in Japan before, or if you forget the culture, you would have to meet people from Japan, or you have to have been there to have the experience what I'm about to tell you. You know, Japan is kind of like they don't really talk about anything. That's the first. They don't talk about any of their problems, or they don't talk about anything controversial, unless it's about somebody else. That's when they'll say something controversial. But as far as talking about their friends and family, they don't really talk about anything like that. They don't talk about controversial stuff unless it's about somebody else, family or friends. That's when they have a lot to say. But when it comes to their issues, they don't talk about anything. They kind of hide things. They go out of their way to hide things. And what's happened with our marriage is what happens is my wife, her mom, she's the type of woman that she used to telling everybody what to do in the family, right? And she knows that that's not going to work with me, because I've been around her. I spent a good amount of time around her. I've been around her on 3 different occasions for 2 to 3 weeks at a time. I went over to Japan to see her for 3 weeks, and she came. Actually, no, I went to Japan twice to see her for 2 to 3 weeks, and she came to America for a week. So I've talked with her and spent a lot of time around her, and I noticed how every time she speaks, everybody just do it. Like Nike. You know, whenever mom speaks, everyone just do it. Except for her father. Now, he doesn't do anything she says. Right? They're very confrontational towards each other. Me just observing them, even though it's not so. They don't make it so obvious, but I can tell that They've been together for a long time, of course, but they're not really together as a couple. They're not really on the same page. As a matter of fact, they don't even sleep in the same room. They don't even sleep in the same bed to this day. And I can understand why, because as a woman has to play her position. A woman can't be shouldn't be competitive or confrontational towards a guy, because that's not in her nature. So no man, no real man that feels good about himself, that's confident, is going to put up with that. He's going to get away from that, because as a man, we're competitive towards each other anyway. That's to be expected. But sometimes women take it too far when they're competitive or combative towards a man. But guys don't take it that far, because we broke shit. We hurt people. We go to war. But women don't understand this. So see, this is why any guy with a head on his shoulder, logically speaking, will go to the next room or just leave and go somewhere else. So this is the type of mother that she has. She used to get in her way. She used to everyone just doing whatever she wants, including her daughter. But I don't do that. She has to. People can pick up on what type of personality you have, or what you might do or won't do. But man, she's 65 years old. She's a wise woman. She knows. So, see, I think her goal is to have us move to Japan in the next year or two, so we can help her dad with the family business, right? But I don't know if I want to move to Japan. I doubt it, because I don't want to be pulled around. I don't want to be told what to do by a woman, because I didn't grow up like that. I grew up in a household where my mother and father, they were a team. And my dad, he was a strong man. He was a very confident man. And my uncles were the same as my father. They did things together because it was all about the family. And when I look at my wife's family, her mother and father, I don't see that. The dad, he doesn't really get involved in anything. He doesn't really care. He just goes to the next room, or he gets in his car and he goes elsewhere and does his own thing. I mean, her mother and father, they don't do anything together. So this is what my wife grew up looking at. So she basically, they say your kids model their mother and father relationships. So this is why I wish I never got married, because eventually we're gonna bump heads, because a lot of times my wife sends me messages from her mom. I mean, some of the things she says, I know she didn't say it. I know where it's coming from. I know where it stems from. So the mom will tell her, whisper in her ears, tell her, I don't know, whatever, all the good shit. And then she brings it back to me. And a lot of it I disagree with. A lot of that stuff I don't want to do. I don't want to be a part of a lot of stuff they talk about. I don't want to move to Japan. But I also know that you should never try to win a battle between, or even get in a battle between parents and daughter, because that's always going to be a losing battle. But we'll see what happens. But I know for sure that I'm not moving to Japan. And you might be asking, well, why not? Why not go along and get along? Why not move to Japan? Why should I? You might be saying, well, you should do it just to please your wife. Okay, so let's say if I do what she wants to please her and I'm miserable, then what? You see what I'm saying? That doesn't make logical sense. That's not even practical. So why should I suffer to make someone else happy? Or to go along to get along? Or to make the mom happy? Or to go with the flow? Sometimes you in life, if you live long enough to find out and have this experience, sometimes you gotta stand up. Sometimes you gotta play your position as a man. And going along to get along and kissing butt and trying to please everybody, that's not being a man. Trying to sacrifice yourself in order to please people, that's not being a man. Doing what the woman says, your woman, her mother, that's not being a man. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to do what my parents want me to do or her parents want me to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. Because in the end, no one is going to live my life. Besides, her parents already lived their life. They're 65, 68 years old. Why can't I do what I want to do and live my life? They've already lived theirs. So it's my turn. So if you like what you heard, subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram. Check out my blog, chooseyourrelationships.com. Till next time, Sharp Game is out. Peace.